Hello.
How are you today?
So far, so good. How are you?
Uh, I forgot to figure out Twitter yesterday, so it's still not going live.
Oh well.
I'll try to fix it tomorrow. Anyway, hello, and welcome to everybody to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. On the docket today, we have Thousand Pound Sisters Season 3, Episode 10, Moving Up and Partying Down. Why'd you make me watch the show?
This is good.
This is like our third review, right? This is
Second or third? Probably third.
I'm already frustrated with her. I just want to walk away and ignore her. Either that or like smack her.
Either one's fine.
And much like how Chris said, if I do smack her, she can't get up and run after me. So I'm good.
Right?
Oh my God. She's just frustrating and she's tiring and exhausting to my soul.
She's always upset or unhappy or miserable.
But that's only when things don't go her way. Because she wasn't feeling none of those when she was getting down with the boys.
Right.
Anywho. Okay, guys, let's just welcome everybody who's in the chat. Hi, Susan. Hi, Black Lavender. K-pop multi-stand Miranda. I'm just going to call you Miranda because that first name is a lot. Yay, we're so glad that you're able to join us for a live. Hi, Steven. Hi, Black Lavender. Hi, Pretend Fashionista. So I'm hoping I can keep up. Oh, don't worry, Pretend Fashionista. I've never watched this show. This is my third episode, and I'm sick of it already. So join the crew. Let's see. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Queen Bria. Let's see. All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Miranda. All right, dears. Let's dig into this mess. All right, so we pick back up where the last episode ended with the fight at the Monster restaurant in Gatlinburg. Amanda's by the car. She can't understand why Tammy behaves the way that she does because they're grown. And I think what she's most mad at is that she's reacting like she's falling for the bait. And she's in her reactions, right? I think they all know why Tammy behaves like that. But I think she's most disappointed in how she reacted to it.
Because she knows better. And she knows she knows better.
Mm-hmm. When she said that they're grown, I was like, yeah, all of you, the rest of y'all are grown, but I don't think Tammy's grown. Tammy's a little emotionally stunted in certain aspects of her behavior. And it's a little off-putting for me. Oh, so Miranda grew up going to Gatlinburg every year. Nice. It is a pretty area
really is.
of the country. It's beautiful. And lots of like parks and stuff like that, like amusement parks and stuff. And isn't Dollywood near there? No, I might be wrong. Never mind. I take that back. I'm not sure where Dollywood is. Hi, Wind Whispers. Tammy gets on my nerves. Steven says Tammy's a child and wants attention. Mm-hmm. That's not just your opinion, mine too. But she wants attention at almost to the detriment of others' sanity at this point. Let's see. We see Tammy then blaming Amanda and refusing to get into the car with her. And so then they have to, what do? They take Amanda home first and the rest of them, and then they come back for Tammy or one or the other they do. But they have to make 2 trips, wasting gas because of her. Does she own the car?
No, I think they just don't want to deal with her, to be honest.
Then put her in the car. Tell her that, yeah, we're gonna take you home, and then all the rest of y'all bitches pile into the car. We making one trip. Have y'all seen gas prices? Just saying. Let's see. Tammy's doing donuts in her chair that she suddenly likes, the electric chair. She suddenly likes it, and she's doing donuts in the parking lot. Amanda comes back to the table and she apologizes to everybody for her behavior. And Amy says that she put in the bid on the house and it was accepted. So
that was exciting.
everybody was real excited for her. Like, they were genuinely excited for her. And I was too, because based on what y'all told me about her place being so dirty, this is a fresh start for them. God.
Exactly. I mean, it's gonna be a new life. Like they get to. I think what is gonna do them well because they won't be near Tammy, and Tammy's gonna have to do for herself, and they can focus on their life and their family because Tammy. It's like Amy, not Tammy. Amy, seems to be the one who's always there, and like Tammy said, like I'm gonna miss my best friend because like when I'm lonely, I can just pick up the phone and call her, and she's just there. I'm like, so you mistreat your best friend like that? Okay, I'd have been dumped you. Like if I lived next door to you, I would have built a nice high brick wall so I couldn't see you.
Well, I'm glad that she's moving because she said the house is near Amanda, and I think Amanda is a better influence on Amy than Tammy, especially with regards to the child. Just saying. Let's see. Yes, please hit the thumbs up button. I actually remembered to do it today before the show started. So yay, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Miranda. Let's see. So Chris and Michael go to take Tammy to the hotel, and the ladies will stay at the restaurant and do some shopping or whatever until they come back to give them a ride home. Amy says in her confessional that Tammy ruined the trip. That's because y'all allowed her to ruin the trip.
Exactly.
But they did get in a couple of like good things, like the amusement park, the family photo, just time away from home at the cabin, I think was really good for all of them. I do. To hear, it's her total lack of motivation that gets me every time. The most she moved was in the pool. So I'd keep up with her on that one daily. Oh, she'd find a way to ruin that.
Oh, everything.
Are we supposed to just watch Tammy self-destruct because she doesn't want to lose weight? She's YOLOing seems kind of morbid. That's kind of true. We are watching this woman slowly self-destruct.
Right.
Where is she now? Is she like still living in the apartment by herself?
Yes. So if we're talking about
Tammy,
Tammy's in the apartment by herself, and Amy just lives next door. So Amy and Mike are moving, but they have a lot of work to do on the house where they can move in. So it'll be a couple of months before they actually move into the new house.
No, I meant in current day. Like, is Tammy still on her own now that Amy has left?
Oh, you talking about real time?
Yeah, because like all of the brothers and sisters are like, what we gonna do with her? And it seems like she does need a caretaker close by. And on the internet, they're saying that Tisa quit. Who helps her?
According to, based on what I could find.
Sorry, I'm going off script, y'all, but it just occurred to me with that self-destruct thing. Like, who's with her now?
Right, I'm looking for the last post I can find. Keep talking while I look. Sorry.
I wonder if it's written in their contracts if they actually need to make a good faith effort to lose weight. Everyone except Tammy. I don't know. I'm just saying that because there's no show without Tammy, and Tammy by herself is basically almost the 1,000-pound sister. So,
Okay. This is 5 days ago. Okay, so this is
mm,
current. It says on 1,000 Pound Sister, Tammy Slayton currently lives by herself with her sister in an attached duplex. There whenever she needs help. However, according to screenwriter, she causes everything. Okay, so this must be referring to something different.
mhm,
I'm hunting. Right, I'm trying to find where she lives now.
mhm. So, all the family gets together, minus Tammy. And Amanda says that she'll work out her issues with Tammy, and she was hoping that Tammy would would come and spend some time with them. Their friend, I can't remember his name,
Rob.
Rob, drove up the night before, slept over at the cabin, and so he's there with them before he goes to go and get Tammy to drive her back home. Um, they asked him if he could bring her to the cabin before they leave, just to say goodbye. Because when all is said and done, you can see that this family loves each other and they want the
Oh
best
yeah.
for Tammy, but that'll only work if Tammy want the best for Tammy. I don't know. So he's okay with that. Amanda apologizes again for screaming at Tammy and wishes that she could stay. Wishes that Tammy would stay with them. Tammy says that it's hard for her to breathe on the mountain. She says her body is her jail. Well, if you know
Hmm.
that, boo, do something about it. Break out.
Right.
Break out. Yes, but I bet getting out of the pool was hard. You feel heavier than when you get out. Oh, wonder if they have one of those zero entry pools. Not the
Oh, what you?
one not the one with the stairs, but like it gently decline, like slopes in.
I know what you're talking about. Like it's kind of like
Yeah,
you just kind of. Oh, how can I put it? It's not steps. I know what you're talking.
yeah,
I
it's
know what
like
you're
a
talking about.
gentle incline.
Right, like a
It's
little ramp. That's the best
yeah,
way. That's the best way I can come up
yeah.
with. And they only
Uh,
have railings on the side, so you don't fall.
well, I've only seen them where they're pretending it's like a beach, and we call them I think we called it at one of my properties. We had one a zero entry,
Hmm.
but it was like a pool, but with some sand,
Hmm.
and you gently slope in as if you were in the ocean. Um, it's so telling that Tammy hated the electric wheelchair. Yeah, because she likes being a burden on her family. She's in this vortex and she wants to suck everyone in with her. And every time one of them gets the bariatric surgery and loses weight, she feels more and more resentful towards them. And she probably feels the most resentment towards Amanda because Amanda's probably kept it up the longest.
Right. And now you have Chris. It's interesting how she hasn't turned on Chris yet.
Because she's not seeing it. But when his weight loss really starts going, because it's only been a month or two since he's had
No,
this
this has been a while.
surgery.
Yeah, but it's been a while since he was on. Remember, he was on the show with Tammy. He was her support system because
Right.
her and Amy fell out,
Mm-hmm.
and he felt bad for her. He's like, well, I need to lose the weight too. So what I'll do is I'll
Mm-hmm.
do it with Tammy to be her new support system.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's surpassed her, but
Right.
she's not coming at him the way she came at
Not
Amy.
yet. Not yet. But wait and see. Wait till she finds out he achieved a goal to go on the roller coaster. Wait till she sees the weight start really dropping off and it's very apparent, right? If she ever went in with him to hear the doctor's good comments about his weight loss, watch and see, she'll turn on him because
I
that's a
got you.
betrayal in her head. But
You went
right
and
now,
lost
she's
weight.
busy doing her. Let me ask you a question. When he decided to try and go and get the surgery, did they make him try to lose weight beforehand?
I don't know. It was more because I think he may have tried and not succeeded,
Mm-hmm.
but it may not have worked out. And then he saw Tammy struggling, and he said, I'll try something different. I will um go in with Tammy. He's all, if Tammy's doing it, maybe I can do it. It might motivate him to keep going. And he figured
Mm-hmm.
he would keep her going and not give up. So he jumped into the fray with her, and he's been following the doctor's orders for the most part, except for the gravy. And
Mm-hmm.
Tammy's just like, whatever.
Mm-hmm. You watch and see. Once it becomes very apparent that he's lost a lot of weight because of the surgery. Was she mad when he decided to get the surgery?
I
Or
don't think
actually
so.
near his surgery day?
I don't think so.
She makes little shady comments. I bet you anything she was pissed. Because that's like you're infringing on her shtick. This is all about her. And
Right.
it's sad. Um let's see. It's the last day of the vacation, and they're talking about it's the day before the last day of the vacation. That night they go to like a cemetery or something for a ghost adventure, and they're just around there scaring each other. They think they see, is it Amy who thinks that she sees like the ghost of a cat, and then all of a sudden she's like, is that a cat? And it's her kid. What are they doing with a
Mhm.
kid out in the middle of a cemetery at night?
Right.
I didn't get that, but okay, girl. Um, it. Amy said that Tisa, the nurse, helps a lot. When they're talking about Amy getting the house and how happy they are for her, they ask what's going to happen to Tammy, and Amy says that Tisa, the nurse, was helping a lot, but it's not enough. Um, they say that each one of them has had a turn taking care of Tammy, and the only thing left is ward of the state. I think Misty and Chris both voiced that.
They did.
Whoa.
Yeah. When they said that, I was like, ooh.
But is anyone a legal guardian over her or something?
I
Like, how
don't
can they
think
give her
so.
over?
I don't think so. But I think what they're looking at is going legal with the situation, due to basically Tammy not able to really live on her own, because the reason why Amy lived next door, or Tammy lived next door to Amy, is because they were afraid something would happen to her in her sleep. That's how bad it is.
Well, they got her to 35. I mean, that's good. They did good.
No, they did. They did. It's just more. It's not wanting to take that risk of leaving her by herself, and I completely get that. So it's either we have to go to the state and say like, hey, she cannot live on her own, or they have to figure out some sort of other arrangements. And I don't know what other arrangements they can do.
Okay. It depends on his weight if you have to try to lose weight beforehand. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know these new seasons, so I don't know what his weight is. No worries, no worries. Um, Tammy insists she's happy for him. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. This is my big question, Bria. Can she dress herself and bathe? And it's not disrespectful. I am also curious. I think I've asked this before when she was in the pink halter top, and she was already ready by the time the rest of the family got to the hotel. I was like, well, who helped her get ready? Because in my 600-pound life, and all those stories, all of those individuals need some sort of assistance with regards to personal hygiene.
Hmm.
uh, Tammy ran out of family members. Oh my God, Steven.
I mean, if you think about it, she has.
Oh my God. Family members and in laws. Like nobody wants to deal.
It's too. She's too difficult because it's a constant fight. So I don't blame them. It's bad to say, but I don't blame them wanting to help her at this point
Mm-hmm.
because she refuses to basically do anything, and that's bad to say, but she refuses to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
it's hard to help someone who doesn't want to help themselves.
Oh, Susan says not sure they can do that because she makes an income.
Mm,
Oh.
that's a good point.
Whoa.
That's a good point. I never thought of it in that realm.
But when Whisper says, I agree, she isn't capable of making proper health decisions. That's another factor.
Right. That's true.
No worries, JG, you're never late with us. Tammy had a bowel movement on camera and says she could clean herself up. Said to T, say what? Oh, wait. She was in the bathroom when they were filming? Oh, good Lord. I shouldn't be that curious about that. Never mind. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Jesus. How does Tammy not have skin issues with her skin folds? Even I get the occasional underboob rash. I do too. In the summers. Oh. Y'all making me think about this. People with money can still be a ward of the state. Brittany, Nichelle Nichols. Oh my God.
Well, Brittany was in a conservatorship. That's a little bit different.
Yeah. Wait, Nichelle Nichols, the lady from Star Trek? Uhura? No, it's probably not her. Never mind. I'm dating myself. Sorry. Ignore that, y'all. Wait, no, Debbie. I don't need this image. Sorry. You know how I go off on tangents. I'm so sorry, Yanni. I'm sorry, y'all. The first day that Tisa came to help, I would have quit after that first day. I'm sorry, I can't imagine her being able to shower properly. Me neither. Wait, Nichelle Nichols was in a conservatorship? She was so pretty. Hey, Paranormal, welcome. Hope all's well. From Star Trek. Oh, wow. I do apologize, Yanni. I do apologize. Okay, so let's move on. Where are we at? Okay, Amy and Michael get home, and Amy goes to see Tammy. She's scared because she has to. She knows how Tammy can get, and she has to tell her about buying the house.
Right.
Tammy asks if Amy and Amanda fought, and Amy says that Tammy's the only one that fought with anybody. Everybody else got along. Now, this is why I say that she wants to drag everybody down. That question alone was checking to see if the little grenades that she dropped disturbed everybody. Her main reason for going on that trip was to ruin it, in my opinion.
So she just wants to be a troublemaker, basically.
Correct.
If we're gonna call a thing a thing.
Because they told her where they were going, to that cabin. She knew it was in the mountains. She could have said, y'all, I'm on oxygen. I can't be in the mountains. But instead, nope. She waited till they got to the front door to drop her first bomb, because she was just fine in the car and taking 19 million piss breaks on that 12-hour ride.
That's a good point. Like, she just purposely.
That one question gave her away.
No, you're right. Like you said, that one question gave her away, and you could tell she. What frustrated me with her is, when she said like, I couldn't breathe, I'm like, you should have felt that on your way up into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Like your breathing should have changed during the mountains, but you were having a good old time, and you was probably texting with old boy. That's why your feelings kind of shifted. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't be at home, so Boo can come over. That she has a restraining order against.
Wait, the Brittany Army is trying to help with Ahura? Go ahead, Brittany Army. Rescue Ahura from her wicked son. Oh my lord. These conservatorships are very dangerous though.
Yeah,
The way Amy is afraid of Tammy, I wonder does she physically assault her? I know she does verbally. Well, both of them can be just as harmful.
true. When Amy gets fed up, she can be just as mean.
Mm-hmm. And just because she can't really like move and run after somebody doesn't mean that
Right,
she can't throw something at somebody. You know, I bet she's real quick with that. And considering that Amy can't see out of one eye, it's likely she's going to get clocked. She's going to take advantage of that blind side.
right. No,
Oh
it's
my
true. It's
God.
true. It's true. I mean, I don't think her family's enabled her because they fight her back. I think what the problem is that Amy has been the one to um take care of her the most because she's the closest. And I wonder if Amy has some sort of resentment to Tammy because remember she said in the show that yes she's been the one taking care of Tammy, but she's too young to do it. So I wonder does she feel like she sacrificed so much of her youth taking care of her sister?
That's an excuse because she got a whole ass husband and a kid. She managed to get some of her oats sown. What she was
Right, but
gonna do? What she was gonna go out and do?
no, I'm just saying. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder, like, when you're young, you want to
Mm-hmm.
just be out and about, tipping and dipping. But
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she wanted to do a little more tipping and dipping. But she's like, damn, I gotta deal with her. So let me just latch on the mic real quick. He's nice.
Well,
I just wonder.
maybe. I find that all of these two, especially Amy and Tammy, make excuses for a lot of things.
Is it
But
wrong that I find her
Amy,
family more entertaining?
huh?
Is it wrong that I find her family much more entertaining? I could watch the show with just them.
Would you mean minus Tammy?
Yes, that's how I feel about the
Yeah,
whole show.
yeah, but we do need the digs at Tammy.
Of course, Tammy could be a friend of the show.
Tammy can be a friend of the show.
We demote you from main cast. It's
Well,
gonna
then
be
let's promote the oxygen tank and demote Tammy. How
yeah,
about that? And the electric wheelchair.
right,
They can be featured, and then she could just show up
exactly.
like 5 seconds on each show. Oh my
Because
God.
I enjoy the siblings because Amanda is very level-headed. Yeah, she flew off the handle, but I thought she was in the right. Chris is just like the easygoing one. Misty's just kind of just there. I mean, I just enjoy that dynamic minus Tammy because if I were them, I'd have shipped her home. I'd have shipped
Mm-mm.
her home the first night. You want to go, you can go.
No, I just would have left her outside.
Oh, in the van?
Yeah, but then when we needed the van, I'd have been like, girl, sit on this porch, sit on the step. You ain't going nowhere. We'll be back. And throw some
Okay.
food on the floor.
I throw some food on the floor. Damn.
Yeah, and just out of reach. Get it.
You know you ain't right for that. You ain't.
She's
You know
ruining
you
the
ain't.
trip.
She is. No lie.
They're doing all these things. They're getting all of these ramps, the chair, the this, the that, the other, the third. Found a big old house, wide doors, so that she could
Oh,
get through with the chair, ground
right.
floor bedroom for her. All of these things to accommodate her, and she gonna get, as soon as she get there, throw a fit, say and not communicate what the issue is. Sleep in the car when we need the car. Get out, sit on the
Hmm.
step, and throw the food right on the floor, right out of reach. We'll see you when we see you.
Oh, she just. Oh. Where to next? What happened next?
Okay, so she tells Tammy about the house. Tammy takes it kind of well. But Amy says that she wants to make sure that her child doesn't have to worry about having some place to live. And I can understand that she is looking to better not just herself, but make a better life for her kid. And it seems like Amy is trying to move in a good direction. And I agree with you on the show with like I would like to see Amanda and Amy, and I would like to see a show on them with Amanda mentoring Amy, and call it Raising Gage, because she needs a lot of help with that little boy. She needs a lot of help with the new baby on the way, and Amanda could be just the person to help break those bad food habits that she has, that she is passing down to yet another generation. TLC, a percentage of the ad revenue. Thank you very much for the new show idea, Raising Gage, starring Amanda and Amy.
Right. Michael could be a friend of. We don't really need him.
We don't really need Michael.
I mean, it's just more the fact that Amanda has a very good head on her shoulders, and she's gone through this, so she knows all the traps. And I think Amy would benefit being away from Tammy, because it's hard to move forward when you have someone who's not willing to come along with you. Like, you can't drag someone into a better life. It's too difficult.
Hi, FM. Welcome.
FM, hey. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. Because it all boils down to Tammy. We could all want what we want, but if she doesn't, oh, whatever. I don't know. We see Michael taking a video of Amy announcing to everybody on her social media that she's bought this house and she's allowing Gage to pick his room color. It's kind of cute. Okay, whatever. He picks blue. Yay.
What did you think about Tammy now going into the house?
Oh, we get in there.
Oh, we get in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rob and the boys go and get Tammy, go to the liquor store, buy alcohol with her money, go back to the house, and it's Disco Tammy. She's drinking, she's vaping, she's doing the most, and it's kind of irritating. She was complaining about breathing and she's vaping.
Well,
I was kind of hoping that some
you
sort of
oxygen.
But that's the thing. I was hoping that a spark would come from the vape machine and blow up the oxygen tank and take out all of them in the car at once. It's just ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
I was turning it into a whole different show. I really was.
You really are. It's just, when she was vaping, I'm like, can you do that on oxygen? No, I mean, I've seen people smoke. I've seen people smoke on oxygen, but they have to make sure to turn the tank off.
It's dangerous, though. Oxygen's combustible. Like,
it is. Yeah, they were right outside too, and I had to ask them. I'm like, is she smoking on oxygen? They're like, yeah. I'm like, if you realize if she forgets to turn that tank off, we're all in trouble, right? They're like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm like, I think about those things.
At one point, weren't vape machines banned on airplanes?
Like vape pens?
Yeah, the vaping things. I don't know. I think they were at one point.
Let's see what we got going on here.
It's water vapor, but it's an electronic device, right? With a battery?
Okay, so it says, because of concerns over fires in the cargo hold, all electronic devices and vape batteries must be carried onto the plane. You can't pack them in checked baggage. This is a worldwide rule with no exceptions. That makes sense.
Child. You can't vape anymore. Yeah, it's just as bad or probably worse than cigarettes. It really is. Yes. That stuff is so hard to attain, and it's a stark contrast to what I thought life was as a kid, that those special life accomplishments were guaranteed for everybody. I think I came into the middle of a conversation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm surprised that she has not blown them up. Vaping is treated like cigarettes.
Makes
Okay.
sense. It makes
Okay.
sense.
Tammy needs the edibles versus
Yes.
smoking. But wouldn't edibles make her hungry though?
It depends on. I think it depends on. Well, it depends on how many she eats. I think if she stuck to gummies, she'd be okay. But you have to portion the gummies out. Now brownies, yeah, you can only give her one because she said, no offense, but I think she may just eat more than she should because the brownies do be good. Just saying.
Right, but guy, a diet, like we're trying to have her lose weight. Wouldn't edibles make her get the munchies? Like
Splenda,
split.
Splenda, and almond milk to make the brownies.
I just can't. I can't with you guys. I can't.
Chocolate almond milk to help you out.
Okay.
You mad? You mad about that almond milk and the
No,
Splenda?
it's what I drink now. I do the unsweetened, no flavored almond milk for my protein shake. I just don't think that this is helping her. I
No.
don't.
Oh, where was it? I think
Party.
Ryan has a good comment later on.
Wait, Ryan. She don't need nothing that will induce hunger.
I think that's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
That might be good for her.
Okay, different balance in the plants that target which affects you after. Oh, we got a lot of biochemists in here. My goodness. She can binge on healthy treats. You know she don't want nothing healthy up in that
No,
house. She's allergic to it.
she's. I'm not gonna binge
Um,
on no carrots. Come on now.
she says that they have the pizza because, excuse me, because the grease absorbs the alcohol, so she doesn't get drunk or hungover. But we see the next day when Amy and Michael take Tammy out to the house, hoping that this will motivate her to see what she too can have, like a house of her own,
Hmm.
a husband, a child, a family. Yeah, she's on the floor of the car going, "I'm hungover."
Right.
I don't think she's hungover. I just feel that she doesn't want to be happy for her sister, and she
Ooh.
wants to ruin this moment yet again. She sees that Amy is happy, has made a major accomplishment for her family,
Hmm.
and she knows that Amy wants that validation, and she's a selfish cow and she doesn't want to give it to her. So she's going to ruin it by saying, "My stomach hurt. I don't feel good. I didn't never want to come over here anyway."
Mm.
When she showed her the steps, she's like, "You think you could do that?" She's like, mm.
She did do that.
She is not happy for anybody. She was happy when Amy was next door wallowing in roaches and rats. Would that girl have her kids sleeping in the kitchen? Why is the baby sleeping in the kitchen? Can't they have the bassinet in the bedroom? My God. And did y'all realize this house that Amy has bought, and though I congratulate her, it reminded me of Mama June and Sugar Bear house, because remember you had to go through you had to come from the living room through the girls' room to get to Mama June room to get to the toilet.
I remember that.
And it seemed like they went from their room directly into the baby room.
You have a good point.
What is wrong with the construction of these houses? Mm. Hold on. I thought it was so rude that after Amy and Michael drove her sorry butt over to their new home that she refused to get out of the van, claiming
Yes.
it was hot. I would never have left the engine running. I swear production must be paying for the gas on these vehicles. Wait, Tammy's not in line with aware of her feelings. Yes, she is. She doing all this shit on purpose. Don't feel sorry for her. Don't feel sorry for her. Don't feel sorry for none of these heifers in this family. None. I'm over this show.
This show is hilarious. This show is hilarious to me. I'm sorry, it just is.
This is just ridiculous. And then Amy and Michael did the best thing. They turned around and they said, "We going inside to look and see what work is being done." And they go and they walk around the house. So you get to see a little bit more of it. And then they talk about Tammy and why she didn't come in, and about her drinking. So I guess they knew that she's been drinking for quite a bit now. And then we see 2 weeks later, Tammy is still partying, and she's saying that she's just trying to be happy. I don't know.
I think Tammy's just unhappy with herself, and but she won't go to therapy though. To me, that's the problem. I think that's the core issue, that she's not going to therapy to work out some of these issues. So she's always going to be stuck.
So Yanni says that's why I can't watch, and I won't let this ridiculousness infect me. Ciao. This is just tragic. This is tragic.
Mm-hmm. It is. I think who said it? Give me one moment. Let me find it. Renee Gravel said, and Amy brought this up too.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Press what you was pressing. Sorry.
Tammy can't be
I was
happy for
pressing the
Amy.
same thing. Yeah.
In fact, she's jealous of Amy's success. Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And Tham loved how patient Amy was, and even brought Gage out to talk to Tammy, trying to get her mindset back on track. I mean, Amy's putting so much effort. It's hard to watch sometimes. Debbie's right. Ryan, exactly. Put that style in the sweatbox.
Let me ask y'all a question. She was in rehab before willingly?
I don't think so.
So then how did they maneuver her into rehab to lose the weight that the doctor mentioned that she gained all the way back?
Okay, so, I don't think it was. I think it had to be voluntary, because on November 12th, according to People, Tammy Slayton decided to leave her food addiction rehab center early, despite not hitting her weight loss goal. So I'm assuming that it was voluntary, but she's probably pressured into it, which is why she didn't stick to it.
Or she just wanted a cheeseburger. Okay. Does anyone know more on the reasoning why Tammy and Amy were primarily raised by their grandparents versus their mother, like their older siblings? Does anybody know about that? Tammy is covering something huge. That's why she won't cooperate with therapists, too scared to say whatever it is. But every time I saw Amy on a commercial, she's joking about food. She didn't change her mindset. I don't see this being a long time success. And that's why I want the show Raising Gage, starring Amanda and Amy, with Amanda helping Amy get her life on track and stop ruining her son's life with bad eating habits. An inspirational show. Remember when they used to have those on TLC? My God.
So what happened with the mom was out working several part-time jobs, so she wasn't really around. Um, you know, due to their mom's absence, Amy and Tammy asserted they were essentially raised by their grandmother. After their grandma passed away, the sisters were left on their own. I do remember them saying that their mom was working several part-time jobs and they kind of basically took care of themselves. I do remember them saying that in one of the episodes.
Did the mom have various men in and out of the house? Maybe it's
Mm,
something like that that happened to her as a child.
I'm skimming this article right now. Darlene, it was apparent that okay, Darlene demonstrated that she was in support for daughter. Oh, okay, so the mom wasn't in favor of the girls losing weight, and you could just see they
Mm.
didn't have a loving relationship. And I do remember watching it was that season. I think it was the first season I watched. I remember the mom was not happy. Oh, it was on My 600 Pound Life. The mom was there, and she just wasn't that into it.
Mm. So basically, Tammy is her mama.
Probably.
Mm-mm-mm.
So she's a skeptic. Mm,
Do they
uh,
ever do like a Where Are They Now episode of My 600 Pound Life? Just to see where
sometimes
all these people are?
I've seen a couple.
Mm. Their grandma tried to establish stability for them, but I think Tammy may have been SA. That's what I was alluding to as well. Oops. This is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. The dad never mentioned. Nope.
Oh. And Amanda agrees with you. Yeah, they do sometimes. Mm. Do they only show the success stories, or do they show anyone that failed miserably?
I think they showed one guy who did poorly.
Hmm. So Stephen says she exhibits the behavior of SA.
I agree.
Mm-mm. This is sad, but not sad enough for me to give a shit about this family.
You just don't like Tammy.
She's mean and she's vile. I don't know. I don't know how they put like they got to be. You know what? There are people in my family that I would not put up with. I'm sorry. I can't explain it.
I, in my opinion, this is just the way I see. I think they're looking at her that this is our sister. We have to take care of her. We have to help her because, like, think about it. Like, they have no parent. Like, they like as far as Amy and Tammy go, they really have no parents. Like, the grandmother passed. The mother's not emotionally like open or whatever, so they don't want to just leave toss her on the street because they
Mm.
know she's not going to do for herself. Like because they're helping her, right? They have all the support. Tammy has the support that most people wish they had, and she's still doing nothing. So if they distance themselves, she's going to get worse, and I don't think they want the guilt of her passing on their conscience. That's just the way I see it.
I alleviate all guilt from their conscience because y'all ain't putting the vape pen in her mouth. Y'all ain't sipping the sips of the drinks. Y'all ain't partying. Y'all ain't going on the websites. Y'all ain't stuffing the pizza down her throat. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all tried. Y'all. That's why I said y'all got her to 35 years. She good to go now. FM says, I just find it very odd how older sibs like Missy and Amanda communicate with Tammy, especially having gone through the process and surgery. Why such a lack of empathy? And if nothing else, just be a mature adult. I think it's frustration because it's almost you get to the point where you're talking to a brick wall. Tammy is a brick wall. she's just not listening anymore. And you're just so frustrated. And you could want so much for someone else, but it's not going to work until they want it for themselves. And you see how they get when they think she should not have made it past 30.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the effort that each one of these individual siblings have put into dragging her through life and helping her, when she does die, there will be immense guilt, but it's not their fault. It's all Tammy's fault. She just doesn't try. She just doesn't try. And that can get very, very frustrating. I know from personal experience that can get very frustrating to the point of anger. And it's exhausting trying to deal with someone who cannot and will not help themselves. Amy needs to get back on track with her weight loss. She is headed back to where she started.
Right. That's why Amanda's trying to pull her away. And that's why I think that's primarily why Amanda's happy she's moving closer to her.
I get they have a lack of patience for certain reasons. Don't we all with our sibs, no matter our ages? But come on, that's your sister and she could die anyway. And that's why they still not giving up on her. As much as they yell and scream at each other, they are still the first people there to ride or die for her. Unlike me, I'd have left on the step and throw the food on the floor just out of reach. But they're kind to her. They found her a hotel. Wouldn't have been me. Tammy is the real money maker in the family. Yeah, because all the rest of them work. There's no incentive. There's no incentive for her to get back on track. She gets attention and money from being huge.
That's true.
Everybody's concerned for Amy. I don't understand why all of the siblings enable Tammy. She's proven left to her own devices, she refuses to take responsibility for her own life. Has she ever been left alone, though, to fend for herself?
No. Someone's always been there to catch her fall. From what we can see on the show, there's always been someone there to help her. And I'm not saying like they're doing the wrong thing. I'm just saying is at this point, I think they've kind of exhausted everything they can do. So they're at the point where like, there's no more we can do from here. Like literally, there's nothing more they can do.
Oh, Amy should be careful devoting all that time to Tammy. The stress of taking care of two households could cause a miscarriage. And isn't she a high risk anyway? Because didn't they tell her she wasn't supposed to get pregnant the first time?
I mean, no, it's not that. The first time was before she lost the weight. They said you have to, if you want to have a family, you've got to lose this weight.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I thought it was after the surgery, they said that she shouldn't get pregnant. I didn't know it was before. Okay. No, that makes sense. See, I'm not a doctor. They all have their own families, and they all had to take care of Tammy when she wouldn't do for herself. But they all had surgery, but have not changed eating habits. Amanda has. I think Amanda's the most healthiest, and Misty doesn't. Well, Misty's kept her weight off, so I'm assuming she doesn't eat like the rest of them. We just have to make sure that, and Chris's wife had the surgery. She's kept her weight off. She needs to stop serving him gravy.
Right.
Did Michael have a surgery?
No.
Oh, okay. So we're just waiting on him. Let's see. Wait, I don't believe in we're family. If they ain't ish, they can stay there.
I can see that.
DSJ, blood shouldn't be an excuse for abuse. True.
Hmm.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Bria. Our street is finally getting cleared of snow. Oh my goodness. Yay. Y'all are digging out. Good. Have a great day, dear. Um, I would make Tammy get up and get it herself, but I'm sure they tried that too.
Yeah, I think they're just exhausted all their possibilities at this point, and they're just frustrated. And where's it at? Because I think, oh, here it is, running Grey Wolf. I do remember this now. She got pregnant. I remember. Okay, let me go back. Beforehand they said you have to lose the weight in order to be pregnant, otherwise you'll be high risk. All right, now she got pregnant 4 months after having gastric bypass, and I remember the doctor saying like, we talked about this,
Don't you have
and
to
they
heal
didn't.
up?
That's why he said it's like, we talked about you not getting pregnant so soon after the surgery. This is high risk. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. I think she had to. I think if I recall correctly, Ren Grey Wolf couldn't correct me. I think he said she needed to wait a minimum of 6 months to get pregnant, if not a year after the surgery. If I'm remembering it properly.
Wow.
And so Grey Wolf said she got pregnant 4 months after having gastric bypass and was high risk. She's at high risk now because she's diabetic.
Was she wasn't diabetic before. So she lost the weight and became
Oh,
diabetic?
I don't know, but Ryan said the doctor admitted that Amy, it was 2 years. I don't know why, but that was a minimum of 6 months. I thought it was 6 months to a year. See, this just tells you how long Miss L watched them
You know why? Because
consistently.
after the weight loss surgery, you're losing weight at such a fast
Fast of a
pace.
pace.
But when you're pregnant, you need extra calories to feed the
Hmm.
baby. So it's like it's a contradiction,
Right.
because Chris say that he's on 1,000 calorie diet or something like that.
Yeah.
You can't sustain a pregnancy on 1,000 calories.
Right.
Sorry.
Doctor Gwen Gray, well, thank you. Doctor actually told her to wait 2 years. She's always been diabetic.
She's always been diabetic. Okay.
Gotcha.
Holy crap. That's a mess.
Losing the weight increases fertility and lowers some of the risk being obese and pregnant. That's so weird. I don't know why I thought it was 6 months. I just think I wanted her to be healthy during her pregnancy, and I knew she really wanted it. So I think I was rooting for her pregnancy. That's why.
Learning to cook good food is hard. It's true.
Yeah, you have to like. There's so much you have. But I will say this: nowadays, there's so much on uh, mm, TikTok and Instagram that it's a lot easier than what it used to be. Like, oof, trying to eat healthy and make it look good back in the olden days was tough.
Mm. Well, guys, this was the episode. What did y'all think? Like as usual, y'all are the bomb in the live chat. How many? Wait, we only got 14 likes. Come on, y'all. We need more
Yanni
likes.
said, FM, my mom did counseling her entire life, many different types. She dragged us along. Nothing helped her because she didn't want to change. Yes, it's nice to have help. You must have to help yourself. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Cooking good food is easy. It's changing your lifestyle. To eat healthy is the trouble. Yep, I can agree with that.
I think and
Mm-hmm.
most people don't take this. Most people don't take this into account. But the first step to changing eating habits is honestly change where you buy your groceries. To be honest, because like for example, say like you can go to like your local store like a Safeway, Kroger's, whatever, right? You can buy everything there,
Mm-hmm.
but you also have all of the high processed foods, all those sweets, this and that, like, and it's around you,
Mm-hmm.
and some of us when we see sale, I can get that and save it for later. But if you go someplace like a Whole Foods or a Farmer Joe's, like yeah, they have their sweets and stuff, but they're more likely going to be a healthier version of the sweet. and probably a smaller portion. So I think that's one of the first steps. Like one of the places I like to go the most is Trader Joe's. That's one of my favorite places.
Mm,
So don't because the Trader Joe's they don't have all the processed foods around you to tempt you, and
I
their
like
mac and cheese
the
and their mac
section at,
and
at Whole Foods. I
I'm just
told
telling
you
you.
about that brioche, right?
Yeah, you did. You tell me about it. You didn't finish the story, but you told me about it.
You got to go because at first they had the cheese brioche. It's like a cheese Danish, but made out of brioche
Mhm.
bread. And now they
Mhm.
have the chocolate and cinnamon. It's so good.
Yes, and
Great.
even the even their frozen mac and cheese is good. You just get the frozen mac and cheese.
Hmm.
You heat it up, and then you put some bacon bits in it and stir it up. A little pepper, and you're good to go.
That's Trader Joe's.
Yeah, you just buy the frozen mac and cheese in the freezer
Uh-huh.
section. Go
Uh-huh.
home, probably warm it for like 6.5 minutes. You know, stir it up. You put the bacon bits in it. You stir them in, and then you put a little black pepper, stir it up, and you're good to go. And it's
Mhm.
like the healthiest version of mac and cheese you can probably find.
Wait, guilty pleasures. I haven't had cheese in my diet for years. Oh wow. I'm not a big like cheese person, but I do love Gouda cubes with grapes. Weird combination, but I like that. Anywho, this was the episode, y'all. Thousand Pound Sisters, season 3, episode 10. Moving up and partying down.
Hmm.
Let us know what you think. Everyone in the live chat has been amazing and so engaging with us. I
Yes,
know I
cheese is
get
everything.
frustrated. I love cheese.
Cheese. My favorite
I
snack is actually cheese and almonds. It's like kind of my favorite thing right now.
oh
You
good
get the
no.
Cracker Cuts from Trader Joe's, and you get the almonds. It's kind of a little snack pack. Just sit there and snack on that.
See, I like there's a trail mix that I get with almonds, cashews, macadamia nuts, and it has dark chocolate bits,
Yes.
dried cherries, and cranberries.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I get it from BJ's in the big bag, and it's called dark for. Here you go, Black Forest Trail Mix, and
Gotcha.
it's the best. It's the best. Oh no, it's not macadamias. It's hazelnuts. That's it.
Like, hold on a second. Let me find it. Do I have it? It should be in my
That's
bag.
my favorite snack when the day comes. Cashews have a ton of sugar. Oh, I didn't know that.
So for me, what I've learned to do is keep these
Mm-hmm.
in my bag, like
What's
take out with
those?
me. These are
Bring
like
them up.
they're just
Oh, those are the raw almonds?
yeah, they're dried and
Mm.
unsalted.
Mm-hmm.
And these only have, I mean, almonds have a lot of calories, so it's
But they're a
literally
good nut for you, though.
right. A quarter cup has 180 calories. So I
Mm.
try to eat like a handful. Two handfuls is about a quarter cup. So yeah, I mean,
Mm.
I think it's a key to keep snacks. If you can, if you carry a bag with you,
Mm-hmm.
if you keep some sort of healthy snack with you, that way if you're out, like at least you can snack on something healthy so you can get home or whatever.
The little snack bags, the little Ziploc snack bags,
Right.
I pour nuts, trail mix, like any sort of like little edible thing that I can just dig in. And I always have a little something in my car. Pistachios are good, but for some reason, I'm real old school. Remember, they used to be like dyed red and all your fingers used to turn red?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I'm a bit older than you, but yeah, and I know that red was probably bad for us. But yeah, I like those old ones that used to be red. Oh, chips. FM says chips. I tried a keto friendly chip. It's like a nacho chip,
Yeah.
but it's made out of almond flour.
Oh, what's the brand?
Um, Let me see if I because I think I sent it to my friend. Hilo something. Hilo. Okay, so I found 2. All right, y'all. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can you see? See
No, over.
there. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
All right, so those
Okay.
are the chips. I got them from Costco. One is a plantain chip and one is the tortilla chip. And the tortilla chip is by a brand called Hilo, Hilo, and it's a nacho cheese almond flour tortilla style chip. When I first started eating them, they tasted like cardboard, but as I kept eating them, they were fine. And then the plantain chips, they're organic and they're rich cut. And I was surprised by I like the texture of a ridge cut with the plantain chip, and they have Himalayan pink salt on them, and they're kettle cooked, and they're paleo friendly. So there are 2 things that I found that were good for snacking, because once a month I do get a craving for salty snacks.
So I put the website for the chips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hilo Life. Yeah. So when you first eat them, they do taste like cardboard because you're expecting a Dorito, but they're not a Dorito.
Right.
But the almond flour is good. I don't know.
So
Oh my.
FM gets the. She said, Jamal, get the chicken wings from TJ's and pop them in the air fryer. They're just like Wingstop. Yeah, Trader Joe's has like the best food. That's why I haven't been. I'll be honest, I haven't been to a store like since pre C19. Like I just go to Farmer Joe's, pick a couple items, and I get about.
Yes, the Terra chips are good.
Oh, you
I
talking about the
love
taro chips?
all the purple ones in the bag. I'll eat those first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. All right, guys, this has been a blast. But I gotta go. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll have 2 shows up tomorrow, right? We'll do 90 Day and we'll do OC.
OC. Okay, I have to remember.
Yeah. I'm almost through 90 Day. It's not that bad this episode. When I got up to the part when Mike farted.
Okay.
So that's where I left off. A memorable part, so I know where I can fast forward back to.
Right.
All right, my friend. Any final thoughts?
No, we're good.
All right, so until tomorrow.
Of course.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
Ooh.
Brian wants to know 90 Day at noon.
Yeah, we can do 90 Day at noon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll try to schedule everything tonight.
Alrighty, sound good.
All right. Until next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.